Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're working with heavy equipment, you know that seeing a fault code pop up can be a real headache. But don't worry, that's what we're here for, to break down these codes and help you get your machine back up and running fast. Today, we're tackling a common one, SPN 94 FMI1. So, what exactly is SPN 94 FMI1? This code stands for Fuel Delivery Pressure, data value bit below normal operating range. In simpler terms, your engine's control module, or ECM, is detecting that the fuel pressure is too low. Think of it like the blood pressure of your engine's fuel system. When it drops, the engine can't perform properly. This low pressure reading is a critical alert. Your engine needs a steady, correct pressure to inject fuel efficiently. When the pressure is too low, it can lead to a whole host of problems. You might notice your engine is running rough. It might lack power, struggle to start, or even stall completely. Ignoring this code isn't an option, as it can lead to more severe engine damage down the line. Alright, let's get into the troubleshooting. Where do you start when you see SPN 94 FMI1? The first and most obvious culprit is often the fuel level itself. It sounds simple, but you'd be surprised how often a low fuel tank is the root cause. Make sure you have enough fuel in the tank to rule this out. If the tank is full, the next thing to check are your fuel filters. Plugged fuel filters are one of the most common reasons for low fuel pressure. They're designed to catch debris, but over time they can get so full that they restrict fuel flow. Check both your primary and secondary fuel filters. If they look dirty, or if it's been a while since they were last changed, go ahead and replace them. It's a relatively cheap and easy fix that solves the problem a lot of the time. Still have the code? Okay, let's move on. The next area to inspect is the fuel lines themselves. You're looking for any signs of leaks, kinks, or damage. A tiny pinhole leak might not seem like much, but it can allow air to get into the system, which messes with the pressure. Trace the lines from the tank all the way to the engine. Check for any wet spots, cracks, or collapsed sections that could be restricting flow. Pay close attention to all the connections and fittings to make sure they are tight. If the fuel lines look good, it's time to consider the fuel transfer pump, also known as the lift pump. This pump's job is to move fuel from the tank to the high-pressure injection pump. If the transfer pump is failing, it won't be able to supply enough volume or pressure, triggering the SPN 94 code. You can often test the pump's output pressure with a gauge to see if it's within the manufacturer's specifications. If it's weak or not working at all, you've found your problem. Another component to check is the fuel pressure sensor itself. Sometimes, the problem isn't the pressure, but the sensor that's reading it. A faulty sensor can send an incorrect low-pressure signal to the ECM, even when the actual pressure is fine. You can test the sensor with a multimeter, or by temporarily swapping it with a known good one if you have one available. Check the wiring and connector to the sensor for any damage or corrosion as well. Let's recap the steps. First, check your fuel level. Second, inspect and replace your fuel filters. Third, examine all fuel lines for leaks or restrictions. Fourth, test the fuel transfer pump. And fifth, verify the fuel pressure sensor is working correctly. By following these steps systematically, you'll be able to diagnose and fix the cause of the SPN 94 FMI1 fault code. Working on these complex systems can be challenging, but with a logical approach, you can solve most issues. I hope this guide helps you get your equipment back in action quickly. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.